1.
And then it goes.
Yeah, John Higgins for a few years, but twice a winner. So coming here with those victories.
9.
Incredible win at the Selby. Won 5 frames in a row to win that final. But this is where his strength has always been.
17.
Slightly unusual technique, John, isn't it?
Never seems to affect it, but as you say, if you watch, well, his opponent, that tip will be a lot closer to the cue ball. His own, you've got to play well to compete with. Simple as that.
20.
And just to start there, any player focuses the mind.
Yeah, and as the favourite for this match, if you let the qualifier, whoever they are, get confident, get comfortable out here in the Crucible, because it's always nerve-wracking.
29.
And you can be in for a tough match, but if John can comfortably.
$37. $43.
That's no good.
John Higgins, 43.
Playing safe off the red, just to the left of the black, because he needs the black in play. That's the reason he played it like that. But not the best cue ball.
Oh, beautiful.
1.
That had to be struck perfectly to get that past the cue ball. Although the first visit to the table, the 40 break, would have settled him down. But it's always nice to pot your first long ball that you go for as well.
That's all. It's a thin one. But no problem.
7.
Couldn't hold for the blue position. Cue ball travelling. It's all about line and length. It's a good line. And just about.
That last shot on the yellow shows he's got the speed. I think that it's more important that he pots some balls. When you're playing against John Higgins, what's the chances of
1.
getting those snookers? I think be more beneficial just to get some better going into the next frame.
Frame conceded.
And that was enough for John as he passed. And John Higgins, as Stephen said, he was delighted, and he knows that when you've got your opponent under a little bit of pressure, brought on by himself, you've got to punish them. Now there's the
1.
pink past the...
His view looking towards the pocket, he doesn't think it does. So, a bit of a let-off for Joe Connor there.
John Higgins, 1.
Just shows you that's the...
Maybe he wasn't fully committed to it.
1.
Exactly the sort.
Eight. $14. $15.
Good position on the next red. Played it nicely.
$23.
A red here, I don't think. I was going to cannon both reds because he was so low in the black, and that looks like end of break. No, it's not end of break. That was a good find. Knew he wasn't leaving anything if he'd missed it.
He's playing it into the far right corner. Plan B.
39.
Nice clean pot. And this time, a lovely angle on the black.
Yeah, with every pot, you can almost see him sort of free. But as I say, you can feel with every pot, it's just getting a little bit looser.
46.
It's okay. He's on the red. 3 of these remaining reds, 2 of them with a colour. Be more than enough to clinch this second frame.
54.
And this all came short, a difficult pot. And he was concerned that if he didn't get it, he'd offer up an easy chance for his opponent. And you can see that's what happened, and those are the consequences.
Yeah, it was the right shot, but you kind of felt that John didn't want to play it. That was the feeling you got, because it took a while to get down to it.
62.
Yeah, and also, as we see it there, he was trying to edge his bet and try and run back up the table. Now, if he'd have played it with confidence and maybe stunned it in, played a cap, the yellow was adjacent to the left, and the reason why. It's cost him the frame.
69.
It's amazing the difference in the body language of Joe Connor now at the table. He's just cueing so much freer.
Yeah, good solid pot, brought the red into play. It's not beyond the realms of possibility. He doesn't start this, well, get his first frame under his...
79.
I know it might sound a silly thing to say, Stephen, but there'll be a lot of people. So if he did make the century, he'd certainly announce himself to them. Oh, unfortunately, it's not going to be a century, but
79 on the
good
frame.
contribution nevertheless, and that'll settle him 1-0. Behind him, the disappointment of losing the last frame as he did.
One.
The gap, so you can play for the black.
Eight.
As you can see, so it's actually a decent chance this now for Joe to erase the memory of the previous frame. Later on this red, because he can't avoid the cue ball going into the pink here.
Sixty.
Oh, is he going to... I thought he might just get the gap there, but that's worked out beautifully. He's pushed the pink out of commission.
$22.
Looks like those two reds in the middle for this same pocket. Yeah, that's fine.
30.
And made. Someone saying that's the problem. I'm playing with these young men from Leicester, and I practice with them all the time. So you lose that little bit of a fear factor. Who's Mark Selby got this year?
That's perfect on this pink. Got to judge a cannon properly. And, well, it's...
Yeah, he didn't even have to stun it around. He had the perfect angle. So slowly but surely, getting...
$51.
Well, you can see one of those reds does go to the same pocket as this pink. Yeah, and played it nicely, so a little bit easier than I square.
Yeah, and he'd be really happy.
58.
Still going.
Yeah, and I think John Higgins in most frames.
Yeah, in the modern game, it's
65.
imperative that you... I don't think you can win this championship if you haven't got, a decent long game.
And that
70.
red going in means that... Obviously, with long pots, you just got to... So it could be just a case of But sometimes it's just a slight thing. You're just not finding the middle of the cue ball. So maybe 5 minutes on the practice table to iron that out. That was a good
79.
Yeah, I suppose with John Higgins, you can try and look on the positive side. You've not played anywhere near your best, and you're 2-2. Empty or glass half full?
Well, he didn't develop the reds, so that will be it. And they'll
86.
both go to the dressing room respectively and have a cup of tea or whatever suits you. And we're all Frames all.